I just remember being on a site with one of my contractors, and he wasn't feeling well and he wasn't doing well. And I was very aware that I struggled to get in and out of the vehicle. Like that was my breaking point. And he kept telling me, "Oh, I'm not feeling well." We were really good friends. And then on my way home, he decided to go to the hospital. And apparently he had been taking a heart attack the entire time.
No.
So I was devastated because my brother died of heart failure. And I thought my friend had pneumonia. And the entire time he was taking a heart attack, and when he was with me.
Welcome to Your Mom Enough, the podcast for moms who love their kids but miss themselves a little too.
We're Shauna and Cara, two moms, two lifestyles, one mission: to help you stop guessing, start growing, and reclaim your sense of self without the guilt.
This isn't a parenting podcast. It's a place to explore who you are now and who you are still becoming.
Because confidence is a practice, not a destination, and you don't have to do it alone.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to Your Mom Enough, the podcast for moms who love their kids but miss themselves a little too. And today I'm sitting down with my friend Chevaunne, someone who I deeply admire, not because of the fact that they have reached the top of the mountain, of all of their goals and aspirations, but they're pretty close. I'm not going to lie. I admire her because of the fact that she has done something incredible, and because of who she's becoming along the way. And it's just been an incredible journey and a brave journey to watch. Chevaunne's story is not about bouncing back, in my opinion anyway. It's about rising up and listening to the small voice in your head that just says, you know what, I want to try something new, and then choosing to move towards it, literally. So I just want to So thank you so much, Chevaunne, for joining me here and taking time out of your day. I know you're a very busy woman. And
Thank you for having me.
no problem. And you've done something that so many of us dream of doing. And often, I know myself, when I'm struggling, I'm sitting and I'm thinking about all these things that I want to do, and I just don't do it. I stall and I say negative self-talk. And you're doing it too. And you're in the middle of motherhood. You have two daughters. But what you've done is you've changed your body, which is amazing, but you have changed your identity and how I'm sure you see yourself. So I just want to start at the beginning and ask you, what made you want to start running?
Well, I guess I have to go back. I have to go back about 6 years ago, where things were, my brother passed away. So life changes in an instant. You don't go back to
No.
the self, the individual you were
I'm
prior to
sorry.
that. Losses, you can't explain it to somebody who hasn't gotten
No.
that. So my coping mechanism was eat all the food, drink all the wine. Just don't do anything good for yourself. That was my coping
Yeah.
mechanism. And I just got so far into it, where I just remember being on a site with one of my contractors, and he wasn't feeling well and he wasn't doing well. And I was very aware that I struggled to get in and out of the vehicle. Like that was my breaking point. And he kept telling me, "Oh, I'm not feeling well." We were really good friends. And then on my way home, he decided to go to the hospital. And apparently he had been taking a heart attack the entire time.
No.
So I was devastated because my brother died of heart failure. And I thought my friend had pneumonia. And the entire time he was taking a heart attack, and when he was with me. So it just kind of woke me up to, I can't keep going this way, or my poor parents are going to be without children at all. And that was just kind of the kick. So I think what started was I decided to join the challenge, and that was walking. I had to walk 80 kilometers in 1 month. And I did that.
Wow.
And then right at the end of that challenge, Jay, my husband, had his ultra marathon. And by ultra, I mean, he ran 100K that day. And I think this year he's going for 160. Little psycho.
My gosh. Yeah, he's next level.
He's next level. But
Yeah.
the energy from the people and the love from the people was incredible, that I wanted to be a part of that community. And it just started.
Yeah.
It's all in who you surround yourself with. It really is. It really is. And you make your
Yeah.
decisions from there. But yeah.
Oh, 100%. And I'm sure like it probably helped a little bit that he's also someone who's huge into running. I'm sure
But
that
he was
kind
that
of
struggle though. Like he's like, you should do this. And my running coach is like, slow your roll.
Yeah, because you know what? I can relate to that because my mom
Yeah.
smokes a lot, as you know, and she has been in the
Mm.
hospital like many times. And as much as I'm like, Mom, please, it like does the opposite effect on her. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
And so there must have been, did you ever have like a shift on how you saw yourself in order to move forward?
I didn't see myself as worthy of being on the other side of this, like where I am today. I didn't see
Yeah.
I just, for me, it was just getting through day to day. But what I had to learn was two different things. And it sounds rather therapist-y, but the
Yeah.
two different things that I had to learn was I can live in the grief or I can live with the grief. That
Yeah.
was the first thing. And I could take the grief with me and make it into something else. So that was the
Mhm.
first lesson I had to learn. And the second lesson I had to learn was Jekyll and Hyde is I I'm my own best friend, but I'm also my own worst enemy. And who am I going to feed today? Am I going to feed the enemy or am I going to feed my best friend? So I really had to look at it that
Oh,
way and decide. So some days I do
yeah.
feed the enemy.
Yep, yep,
Some days it's, but I still
yeah.
have to remind myself to get through the other side. So I've taken my journey with grief and I've decided to do something with it that I think my brother would want me to do with it.
Oh, 100%. I think he would.
And yeah, so it's been
Yeah,
rewarding. It's been
yeah,
tough. It's work, but it's been incredibly rewarding.
yeah,
Just tough.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, mom, want to find time to do personal growth together? I do. We have opened a free group for accountability for ourselves and for people like us that want to find even just a little bit of time in our day to focus on our mind, our body, our smile, and our soul together as moms, looking to keep in touch with ourselves and set good examples for our kiddos. So if it sounds like something that might be of interest to you, especially if it sounds like you don't have time for personal growth or for focusing on things that are positive for you, this is 100% the place that you need to be. Just go to joinhearttostart.com and send a join request to the group, and we will see you there. Okay, joinhearttostart.com. Bye.
And
So
you know what? I feel like too, like, a lot of like moms feel guilty when we do stuff for ourselves, and that's part of like why we don't. But did you ever feel guilty sometime? Like as you're getting into your habit, did you ever feel guilty that you wanted to prioritize your health? Um,
yep.
and your joy, you know?
Yeah. I just remember the
Yeah,
first time I ever had to leave the house after having
yeah,
Jade. First time I had
yeah,
to leave the house, my mother was taking me. We were going somewhere, and I just stopped in the driveway, and I was like, I can't, I
uh,
can't, I can't leave her. And she's like, oh, she's fine with Jade. I'm like, no, Jade's not the problem. I'm like, I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be there 24/7. Like I made her, I grew her, I birthed her. Like I can't just go to
yeah.
the store without her. Like I just can't do this. And my mother's like, holy smokes.
But I think that's totally relatable, you know?
Right. Yeah. And I do. And I still do feel guilty sometimes, but I find when I do take the time for myself and I force my girls to be a little bit more independent, they grow.
Yeah.
They grow.
Is that ever true? Eh, Because like you said, like we want more for our daughters. Like we want them to take care of ourselves, themselves, but we
R-
struggle to give it to ourselves, you know?
Right.
Well,
Right. And now I just do it. Now I just do it. And I'm like, they're going to be
yeah.
okay for an hour or two without me.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah.
be, they're going to be absolutely okay. Right now, the 12-year-old's probably still sleeping.
That's okay.
The 9-year-old's already gone out to the park. So I'm
I
like,
can't wait
okay.
till I get to that point where they're like sleeping in. That's like a foreign concept to me, but
Yeah. But the struggle is
Yeah.
real right now because they're both developing
Yeah.
in different ways and they're both very
Oh,
different
yeah.
human beings. So
Yeah.
what I give one, I
Yeah.
can't give the other, and what I give the other, I can't give, one. So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough just figuring out and then
Yeah.
going about my day knowing that
Yeah.
that I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
100%. So how has your journey to like and of running and fitness reconnected yourself in motherhood?
It's oh my goodness, I could do so much with my girls now that I couldn't do
Yeah.
before. And they run with us, they come to runs with us and they do
Oh,
5Ks and they're not quite at the 10K mark yet.
yeah.
But they do the runs with us, or sometimes they come out on the weekend and train with me. But I can keep up to them now. And then when they're like, hey, let's go do this, I'm not sitting on the sofa saying, not
Yeah.
today, maybe next weekend. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
connected us because I'm more willing to go out and do those things and I'm capable of doing those things. The girls, I feel like we have a better bond.
A better bond. And
Yeah.
I find like these kind of experiences, like it didn't change you. It reshaped you because you were present before, but now you're even more present and and how you can show up in your role, right?
Right.
And what do you hope that your daughters are learning from watching you?
That doing what's hard is not so scary. It's what's on the other side that's important. That's
Oh,
what's in between is just do it. Just do it. It's not worth not doing it. If you just what's on the other side is
right.
so yeah, I just hope that they see that. I hope that they see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm a different mom too. I'm a calmer. I'm less reactive. Trust me, there's
Yeah.
reaction some days when they dump Javex on my carpet and they're like, we were cleaning it. And I'm like,
No, they
yes. So I've
didn't.
got these cute two little footprints on the landing upstairs because Jade got scared and stood on it, stuff like that. Or I'm in the middle of work in my office off the way and Jade's making pancakes and the olive oil is like burning at a high temp. I mean, these are the
Oh,
things that you're learning
oh
to.
my
She set
gosh.
fire in the microwave when we first bought the house.
Are
So
you
it's like,
kidding me?
yeah, I'm not kidding. So it's just like, there's stuff like that that can be going. But now it's like, hey, mom, there's this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, like, being able to have those conversations now that I'm
Yeah.
up here, I'm mellow
Yeah.
and just saying like how do you feel about that, like how would you want that to be, and then we've gone through some struggles recently where we pulled our daughters out of their public school, we've put them in
Yeah.
the Catholic system where they're thriving there, they weren't
Oh,
thriving.
that's amazing.
And so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
big changes, but being able to connect with them, actually have conversations with them, and you
Mhm.
know yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's crazy, like, often when you, like, put yourself on a journey to health, you don't think like, you think of, like, yeah, more energy, but you don't think of, like, more calm demeanor. And how important is that in motherhood to be able to show up, like, level-headed? And that's something that not a lot of people talk about, right?
It's tough because I find motherhood is a constant, like, I'm overstimulated. The dogs are barking, the cat's like flipping out over something over that way. And then, Jade did this, or no, Taylor's a
Oh,
poopy head.
yeah.
And it's just like, my God, that's the nice way of saying it. But that is
I
just trying to correct everything but they don't need anything
yeah.
until you're in the middle of cooking dinner. They don't need anything until like, I don't know, you're scrubbing the toilet and you're like, why now? You had 6 hours before.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm right in the middle of something, like, now is
Right.
not the time.
Now's not the time. So there's a lot of that, but it's being able to approach it differently and be like, you know what? I'm going to give me 20 minutes.
Yeah,
If you don't like it,
yeah, yeah,
that's,
yeah, yeah,
because they need to know in the real world that, instant gratification is absolutely not a thing. It's what we see on
yeah,
social media is not real. I get that a lot at work. I have clients who are like, now, 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 now. And I'm like, so you want me to rebuild your entire house today? It doesn't
yeah,
work that. But
yeah,
kids need to learn that too. So I'm getting really good at putting them off and saying, give me 20 minutes. I'll be there. And if they don't
yeah,
like it, it's just shutting them off,
yeah,
shutting them,
100%.
and they're going to survive.
Protect yeah, and have boundaries
Right. Yep.
on yourself and your
And
time, right?
right, right. And they're going to
Yeah,
survive. They're going to survive
yeah,
that.
they'll
Yeah.
survive. They'll
Yeah.
survive. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's a
So,
good lesson too. Those are amazing lessons.
yeah.
And I know that there are many moms out there who are listening who are probably feeling stuck and unsure of where to start. And so, what would you say to that mom who doesn't even know where to begin?
What I did was I made one change a week. I made
Oh,
one change a week in my diet and one change a week in my physical fitness. So when I started
yeah,
my challenge of walking, it was like, okay, my challenge this month is to run 80 kilometers. So I have to walk 3 kilometers a day. So I set my challenge for the month physically, but every week I added something different to my diet and took something bad out. So instead of doing everything all at once, you do everything all at once, 3 days in, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't feel good. I don't want to, like, I'm
yeah,
not getting instant results. And that's not the case. So I started,
yeah,
like, for instance, my first week, I started drinking greens first thing in the morning. And I
yeah,
did that for a week. And then the next week, I cut my carb bread intake or whatever in half. And then
yeah.
I added, so that's how I did it.
Yeah,
And
that's a
then,
that's amazing. It's like the analogy of like, have you ever heard it of like a golfer who is like teeing up to putt and like you think that in order to make a big adjustment, it has to be a big change, but even just the slightest little tilt in the angle makes a
things,
big difference in the long term. So that's
right,
exactly what you've done, right? You just small steps equals big change in the long run. That's
right.
that's
That's exactly what
incredible.
I did, and it
Yeah,
worked. Then I didn't feel like I wasn't overwhelmed, and then
yeah,
I felt like it was manageable
yeah,
because it's just that one thing I have to work on that week is just making sure I get this daily or weekly, and then make sure I take, don't, there's one of them.
yeah,
Um, just like, not having the carbohydrates. And
yeah,
sorry, she has her phone on while we're chatting.
yeah,
That's how I did it. And
yeah.
I mean, it might not work for everybody, but it certainly made me feel like I could manage it with my work, as my work is very demanding. I'm a large complex loss insurance adjuster. So I don't
Mhm.
do little things. I do.
Yeah.
And people are angry, devastated when I'm dealing with them. It's
Oh
learning
my
not to carry
gosh.
their energy into my motherhood. Because
Oh,
I can't
100%.
I can't carry that energy every day. So the
No.
running really helps too. It
Yeah.
just really helps doing that and then just not carrying that into my family space. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's been a good journey. I can relate to that because the other day my toddler was like having so many meltdowns. It was meltdown after meltdown. And I was like, my gosh. And I'm like,
right.
I went to the gym and it was a heavy lift day and I'm slamming the weights. And then after I came home and she's having meltdowns and I was just like,
You do you. We'll catch up
you
with
do
your dad.
you. I'm doing me right now. You're not bothering me one bit. You can kick and scream all you want. That is all right.
Taylor was the
Too.
queen of meltdowns, but she was like that the same time every day.
Yeah.
And it was just like clockwork. And then I just kind of got used to, okay, this is going to happen. And then
Yeah.
yeah. Now she just wants to argue with me. And the worst part is this kid actually educates herself
Oh
and
no.
she's ready for the argument. Yes. Like when she wanted a hamster, she gave us a business plan.
She did not. That's
She
amazing.
did. It is amazing. But I'm like, now I can't say no to this flipping hamster.
How can I like rebuttal this? Like
Right.
honestly. Oh
So,
my
but yeah,
gosh.
no, I really do the running. And then I've recently taken up, so I go to fitness classes at the gym and I do strength and cardio training and yoga and all of those things help as well, swimming. And it just
Yeah.
helps. Yeah, it just helps. But it's getting to that point, like it's hard. It's probably still hard for you. You have a toddler. It's just getting to that
Oh
point to
yeah.
be like, you know what, they're going to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
going to be okay.
You know what?
And
I'm not an expert at it by any means. I am working on it every day to like,
yeah.
focus on myself and getting motivation from you, right? Like, or moms like you, like, cause it's not about like, cause you're up to 10K runs now. Am I right? You did a 10K race the other weekend, didn't you?
I
That's
do another one
amazing.
in a couple weeks. Yeah. So I do a 5K next weekend, and then the following weekend I do a 10K. So yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
believe, and like to think back, because how long has this journey been?
For running,
Yeah.
the running has been since October of 2024, so I'm not quite a year in. But my weight loss journey began prior. So my weight loss journey, I am about 2 years in. 2 years, 117 pounds down, and I did it.
That is insane. I feel like the last time I talked to you, you were like just at the cusp of 100, and I would like that's amazing. Like we said before, like it's not just a celebration of like bouncing back. It's not a matter of that. It's
Yeah.
more about like how you feel about yourself and how you're showing up in all your like like jobs and titles, and
Yeah.
it's so incredible. And it's about like giving yourself permission and to remember that like you're still becoming, you know?
You are.
Yeah.
And it's tough as a mom, but the one thing I can say that's super duper important
Yeah.
is you need to separate your kids from the marriage sometimes, and you need to focus on the marriage. You need to say, the kid's going to be okay for 5 hours while I have a date night and I focus on my relationship, or a day while I focus on my relationship. It's really important to separate the kids from the marriage sometimes, because the kids don't run the marriage. The kids
Yeah.
are a product of the marriage. That's a different. Jay and I have learned a lot of lessons in that, and, motherhood, fatherhood as well. The marriage is a separate relationship.
Yeah.
A
And
lot of people, but I do.
no,
Yeah.
I really need that reminder because I think since we've had Lo, like we've had maybe 2 dates and she's almost 2 years old. So I definitely need those reminders. But what I love about you and Jay is like I love seeing your pictures and videos of you both out running and taking care of yourself, like just the two of you, and you're out in nature and on
Love it.
mountains in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
love it
is
out here. I don't think I'll ever go back east. No offense to the
no.
east. It's just
Yeah.
once you taste that mountain life, it's really hard to trade it back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it here.
No kidding. So I
Yeah.
got one more question for you. If you could go back in time, back to the version of yourself right before you started this journey, what would you tell your past self?
You mean, okay. So,
Like if you were to go back in time and talk to
yeah.
yourself before you began this journey, what would you tell yourself?
The journey is many things. The journey is many things. I would tell myself, I would remind myself that there's some beauty in this journey as well as I reconnect with myself personally. But then
Yeah.
it's worth the struggle. It's worth doing the hard things. The hard things aren't just growing. The hard things aren't just brain development or diet or all
Mhm.
those things. The hard things are reconnecting with your husband. It's a very different connection than it was when we were first married.
Yeah.
Reconnecting with my children, which is a constant change because they're constantly changing and growing, and just showing them that the
Yeah.
hard things produce beautiful things in the end. I really do. Like, I know that sounds a little corny, but
No.
I'm able to approach all areas of my life very differently
Mhm.
because I made myself do the hard things. And it's just saying, I would think I would just tell myself it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
On those days when you're out running or your body just doesn't want to run, and I want to cry because I'm not going to beat my PR. I beat another PR today, by the way, but
Ah,
I'm not going to beat my PR.
congratulations.
And you're
Yeah.
just like, this
Yeah.
sucks, and then you hate
Yeah.
yourself for it because you're like, my body can't run. My body doesn't want to do it today. That just the fact that you got out and you tried and you moved, that's the ultimate goal. That's yeah. So
Oh,
I
100%.
think that's what I would tell myself, that it's going to be okay. Just do it.
Yeah. Just it's gonna be okay. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's just gonna be okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Chevaunne. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this so much, and I definitely got a lot from this interview, and I hope other moms did. And before
So
I sign off, yeah, thank you. I just want to say you're mom enough. Thanks for joining, everyone.
oh, thank you. You too,
Thank
honey.
you,
Thank you for
Chevaunne.
having me. Okay.
Love this combo? Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And share with a mom who needs to hear it.
And if you're craving a deeper connection, come find us in the Heart to Start group.
Because the real work of motherhood,
It's becoming whole while you raise tiny humans.
And that's exactly what we're doing together.
Go to joinheartthestart.com and get in the group.
Before you go, I just want to remind you that you don't have to figure out everything from the start. Chevaunne's story reminds us that the healing process takes time. The grief, the guilt, the growth, it's working through the hard things and choosing ourselves. And slowly the progress happens. It's not going to happen overnight. If this episode moved you and gave you a lump in your throat, we hope that you will share it with another mom, because we're not broken. We're growing and we're becoming. Oh, you're mom enough wherever you stream your podcasts. And don't forget to leave us an amazing review. That helps other moms to be able to find us so that they can do this important work too. Next week, we're exploring liminal space, something that I'm just learning about myself. It's that space where you're not who you were before and you're not exactly who you are now. It's very disorienting and it's just leaving you not quite sure who you are. It's a very amazing topic and I'm excited to explore it next week. And don't forget, if you're craving support in your journey, we hope that you'll come join us in our free Facebook group. You can get there by going to joinhearttostart.com to get in the group. We have little bite-sized activities that you can help to work on growing yourself. It's just, like I said, little bite-sized snacks. And don't forget, you're not alone, Mama. Thank you. See you soon.